Hello, my name is Gianluca Scoccia. I am a postdoc researcher at University of L'Aquila, and I'm going to present to you our work that originally appeared on the IEEE Transaction on Software Engineering journal. What is the context of our work? Our work is focused on Android permissions, and the current Android permission model suffers from a number of rigidities, particularly in regard to granularity of permissions, the timing at which permissions are granted, and all users are considered as equal. So we can say that it neglects the user right to express their desires and to exert control on how her data are used. To deal with these issues, we design Android Flexible Permissions, AFP. AFP introduces the concept of feature-based and level-based permissions. Feature-based means that permissions are not granted monolithically to the entire application, but are tied to individual app features, so to individual app functionalities. Level-based means that permissions are not restricted to Boolean values, like grant or deny, but I can also assume other values according to the nature of the associated resource. User side, we provide the user with an app to configure the feature and level-based permissions for apps installed on this device. So for instance, here we can see that we have a single application that has three different features: post a listing, buy an object, and browse listings. And for each of those features, there are the resources employed by that feature listed below. We designed a process to make an app compliant with AFP, and in this process, developers are provided with automatic support to define the features offered by their mobile app. And then AFP leverages static control flow analysis to automatically retrofit the app to handle the new feature and level-based permissions, and the AFP permissions are enforced at runtime. And on the right side we can see the detail for the feature browse listings, where the user can decide how to share the resource location. So we can decide among 4 possible levels: complete location, region only, city only, or deny. We had developers try out our approach, and then we measure their acceptance of the new approach by means of a questionnaire, and most developers stated that they are willing to employ the new approach in their future applications. We also measured the perceived usability by developers adopting the system usability scale, and the result of our usability evaluation is that the usability of the AFP approach from the developer perspective is acceptable. In a different experiment, we measured the acceptance of AFP from end users. And to do so, we had 47 users try out several Android applications employing both our FP permissions and the regular Android 6 permissions. And the results were that most users prefer the AFP permissions more and stated that they will be willing to use them in the future. We also measured the usability of AFP from the user perspective, employing the system usability scale. And the result is that the users perceive that usability of AFP is good. This concludes my presentation, and if you are interested in AFP, I invite you to read our journal paper, and you can also contact us at the following email addresses if you have questions or comments.